Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 255 of Sonic Boom TV. I always do that. I don't know why. My name is Kevin, by the way, if you guys don't know. I never say my name on here, even though I don't know why. But anyway, we're gonna get back into the bins over here, which I think you can only see one of them right now. I got a few things in yesterday, one thing in today, or two things in today. My mail supposed to be bringing me a few more records, but they just keep going around in circles. I don't know what they're doing. They reach New Orleans and they come to where I live in Metairie, which is 10 minutes away, and then they go to a place called St. Rose, and then they go back to New Orleans. Then they've just been going back and forth, and I don't know what's going on. So I know when I get it, it's just going to say my address like normal, so they're doing something wrong. Somebody's not doing their job, or they're delaying having to deliver records. I don't know. Boxes at least, anyway. So let's just get right into it. Two I got today. These came from Dead Broke Records. The first one I got is a 7-inch that I won on one of his giveaways. This was on Black Friday. It's called Sanity Assassins. I don't know who it is, but they've got a scantily clad young lady on the front there with exposed parts, and then on the back as well, she's wearing a see-through outfit in space. I'm not sure, but anyway, this is a single for Martian Beach and Hot Foot, and I looked it up on Discogs, and there is a purple and I think a green maybe cover, and they don't have this one. It's just a Xerox that they did, and it's probably an original. The top of this is a little color bleached a little bit, so it's been sitting out somewhere, I guess. But just I think all the discs look like that. Like, I don't know if they're all black vinyl. Actually, I know one of them I think might be blue. But maybe, I don't know. They have a couple different singles that, or maybe even a regular LP that have this design with the swirly kind of thing on it, but the picture is different. The same character, I think, but different picture. So this one, I wasn't able to find that exact version, but it was free. So hey, whatever. Then we've got a Dead Broke band. This one's on the label. So they're called Late Bloomer. Another one again. I don't know much about them. This is one that's been sitting on his in his store for a while, and I just hadn't got around to getting it for some reason. But we've got this old car that used to be cool back in the day, with the hood up and everything. But this one normally would be $22, but I got it on Black Friday, and there was a coupon for, I believe, 10% off. But it was like $17.60 or something like that. But I think they're just like a kind of indie alternative rock band. You can see a little better without that sleeve on it. Back cover if I didn't show it. We've got printed inner sleeve with some art, lyrics, more art and lyrics. Now this one also I didn't find on Discogs because we've got a kind of a sea green color, and I believe it says on the let's turn that right. I believe it says that it's blue on the on Discogs, so that's not correct. I don't know what way this goes. See, that would be the smiley face, but then the name is upside down, and on this side the name is right side up, and you get a smile. So maybe it goes back and forth. Hey, that's creative juices flowing over at Dead Broke Records. Good job. So I'm glad to have this one. I know it's good. I've heard other people say that it was good. And some of the people that said it, I trust. So I think it'll be good. It was just one that had kind of been out there, and I never got around to getting it, and so I've got a lot of his stuff nowadays. Next up, we got 4 records in the mail yesterday. Did I get 4? What do I got here? Yeah, we got 4. I had to open them because there's a little damage to them, and one of them seemed a little bit too much, so I opened them all up already to test them, and I had one that I have requested a refund on, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. So let's start off with the first one. I had told you guys about the Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. This one is one of the metallic craziness covers that they decided to do. They got these orange flowery things right here, and I don't know how well you can see that. The original had a white. This was a color photo, and this was white up here. And I don't know if it was. I don't know if it had these little flowers in it or not. I don't remember that part. The back cover is much the same. This one, the corners are a little banged up on it, so I'm disappointed with that. This one cost me $34. I had bid it up. Started at $20, but people wanted it, so, and I really wanted it too. So I mean, I didn't want this cover so much as I wanted this album. On the, much like the Gish on the back, it had this, which is a much better picture than the one we got, because we've got a clipped version of it. Which again, I'm not sure what the original has because it's just blank on that. So this has the track listing and everything, but I'm not sure what the original has because I have it on CD and I didn't pull it. I probably can see it if I look real hard. It's right there. But we're not going to do that right now. Maybe I'll do a Smashing Pumpkins show. It had a hype sticker right there. It said, "Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream, one of the most influential albums of the 90s, remastered and reissued for the first time on 180-gram vinyl, includes Today, Disarm, and Cherub Rock." I agree. It was probably one of the most influential albums of the time. You know, really beginning of that kind of heavy alternative rock kind of thing. You know, they were at the early stages of that. This one is much more than the previous albums, but it came with two inner sleeves. Let's show those. Lyrics on one side, which I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that because it's black and gray, and then that flowery pattern on the other side. But that's pretty good, cool that they did that. But I don't know why they did that, because again, they just put it in polyline sleeves, which those could have been polyline sleeves, you know, and save everyone some money in creating this. But, you know, I don't know. I don't work there. But we've got two black vinyl. The vinyl's black on both of these. We've got the custom label on that side, and then it says 1 on it. But that just means it's the first record, not the side, because it's got side A and B. It's kind of hard to read. I don't know if you guys can see it. I believe the other record is the same. Nope, it's got I'll show it because it's got a different label. This one has that with 2, but then this one is the little girl with the wings on the back. Very good album. Very good album. And then the inner some artwork and some liner notes up here, and every one of these pictures has stuff on it, so it's probably lyrics. Can't really tell. Yeah, it looks like lyrics written on them. So each picture has a song to go with it. But I wasn't an early adapter, I guess, to the whole Smashing Pumpkins thing. This album was out before I got into them, and you know, I didn't get into all of their stuff right away. But they only had Gish out, I think, before this. But as this kind of was out for a while, I started to really like it. And Cherub Rock, Today, Hummer, Rocket, Disarm, Mayonnaise, just those were probably the biggest ones, I guess. Did I say Today? But it kind of grew on me, and then I really became a fan. And then when the Melancholy and Infinite Sadness came out, I was really into them. And it was funny because I found a CD in a in a store. It wasn't really a thrift store, but they did sell used CDs for some reason. And I went in there and I found a live album by them. It was a bootleg, as far as I know, called Red Rum, I believe. And it had some of the new songs for Melancholy and Infant Sadness on it before that album was out. And so I remember getting it, and one of my friends was like a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, and he wanted it, man. He wanted it so bad, and I wasn't giving it up. I still have it to this day. But it had like Bullet with Butterfly Wings, and I might have had 1979 on it. I'm not sure, but that one was cool. So anyway, Smashing Pumpkins, can't get it back together. Siamese Dream. This is oversized, by the way. It doesn't fit inside the record. I guess they assume people are going to throw it away, but who's going to throw it away? I mean, you don't throw that kind of stuff away, right? Not me, anyway. So put that down there. Then we've got an album that I feel like people should know, but I don't think anybody really knows. But when this comes up, I saw it, and I got it for $20. When I saw it, my eyes kind of poked out of my head again, because, I mean, you know, VC Vinyl didn't used to get things like the hidden gems for me, anyway. But this man is the only thing I've ever had by them, and I know I should get more. I have this on CD somewhere, and I think I have a few MP3s of other stuff, but not much. But this is the Connells Ring. Their big song on this is, it says, the breakthrough album featuring the global smash hit 74-75. I don't know if it's a global smash hit, but it is a fantastic song. The video is about like the class of 1974 and 75, and like they show these people's yearbook pictures, and then they show them like 20 years later or 30 years later, whenever this came out. And this has been out for a while. This came out in the 90s. This came out in, it says 93, so, you know, basically almost 20 years after, kind of showing their life, like what they were like the jock guy, and then what he became later. Some of them were successful people, some of them were not so. And then there is another video that they made like 20 years after that, and so if you look on YouTube, look up 74, 75, the original, and then watch the second one, because I think the second one has some of the same people, and I think a couple of them might have passed away. But first ever wide vinyl release includes the singles Slack Jawed, that's a good song too, and New Boy. 74, 75 kills me every time I hear it. A pretty masterful piece, The Guardian. It does, man. It's one of those songs that get you in your feelings real quick. You know, especially, you know, if you've been out of school and everything for a while, and you start remembering people. See, I know a lot of my high school friends on Facebook still, so, you know, we a lot of us still talk, and, you know, not like have super awesome friendship kind of things, but we talk to each other on Facebook and that kind of stuff, and you know, we know who's doing good and who's doing bad. I'm generally the one who's broke. But we've got the lyrics and stuff, and some little photos. Pretty cool. There's no inner stuff, but we've got the black vinyl with the little sun logo. One's red, one's yellow. Pretty cool. I don't know why I haven't put more into this band, because I really like this album. Just one of those things, you know. There's always those bands that you like them, but you just never seek them for whatever reason, you know. The next two are both REM records. We've got REM Collapse Into Now and REM Around the Sun. We do Around the Sun. Both of these I got for $20. Around the Sun is thick. I mean, it's got a thick case. I like this cover. This blurred image with that, you know, it's kind of cool. On the back as well. This one doesn't have any real big hits, I don't believe. And I'm not overly familiar with this album either. I mean, it's one of their later ones, maybe the last one. Oh, we got this. We've got more of the blurred out images. We got a hype sticker that says the 2004 studio album includes the singles Leaving New York, Aftermath, Electron Blue, Wanderlust, 180 gram, 2 LP set. That. Do have printed inner sleeves. This one's got some corner damage on it as well. Not bad though. It's typical of what you would find in a store kind of thing. So I didn't complain about that. Did not complain about that. Then we've got printed in sheets with lyrics on one side, lyrics on two sides, lyrics on four sides. Okay, so that's all lyrics. I think it's just black vinyl. Yes, it is. Black vinyl, black labels with white logo and stuff. And text. I believe this is much the same. Yes, that one's the same. So this one is kind of to try to help me complete the REM collection, but I'm not very familiar with. I think I might have heard it one or two times. I don't have it on CD, and neither is the next one. Same. It's pretty much the same results with that. Now this one, Collapse Into Now. It says in very tiny letters, the final 2011 studio album featuring guest Patti Smith, Eddie Vedder, and Peaches, includes the singles Uberland, Oh My Heart, and It Happened Today, 180 gram vinyl, produced by Jackknife Lee, and then there's a bunch of small text I can't read under that. Very small text. So this one, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of looked a little warped. There, you can see it a little bit on there. Kind of looked a little warped there, and so I was like, "Ah, damn." So I got it, and I didn't play it all, but I checked it, and just to see if it was warped, and it definitely is. It's not. You can kind of see it dip right there. It's not overly bad. It'll play, but I did request a refund. Of course, the place that you get it from on Whatnot, they always deny it, and then you have to wait for Whatnot to decide whether you're going to get a refund. So I may get my 20 back. I may get a partial refund. I don't know. I want to keep it because I haven't seen it anywhere, and I'll never get it for $20, I guess, again. But got the inner sleeve, inner sheets, whatever, with lyrics and stuff. So this is their last album. I've never heard this one at all. They're very fine. Their final album. So we'll see on that. But I'm getting quite a few. I've got quite a few REM now on vinyl. I haven't checked, but I may have every album, like studio album, they put out now in some format, whether it be CD or vinyl. Next one up is Bolt Thrower. It's got this Bolt Thrower Realm of Chaos. I don't know much about Bolt Thrower except that they were like a heavy metal band. So I left it sealed because it's got this OB strip type thing on it, and it does come off, but I didn't want to take it off. I wanted to leave it sealed. The artwork on here is pretty freaking cool though. It's total Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer kind of stuff going on. Bolt Thrower, they're like I guess there would be thrash band. They're on Earache, 35 years of Earache. It says RSD. I don't know what that says. RSD. I don't know. I don't know what that says. IJESSP. IJESP. I don't know. I don't know what that says, guys. But it's an RSD release, and I didn't get it on RSD. It's RSD Essential at the bottom, but who knows? Anyway, I listened to it once. Not my favorite, but cool enough. I mean, cool. The artwork and stuff is kind of cool. The diagrams of weapons and this robot-looking armor thing. We got that. We got the band. But I only listened to it once, and like I said, it wasn't overly thrilling to me. But it's probably one of those things I got to sit there and listen to a couple times before I click with it. I didn't have anything bad to say about it, but you know, it is what it is. Next up, we've got two by a band and a man, known as Bon Jovi. We got 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit, first album by them, and the final album, Bon Jovi Forever. I was not going to buy this, guys, and I'll tell you what happened after when I get to it. So, first off, Bon Jovi's 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit. I've only had this on cassette, so I was glad to get this. This one, I believe, I paid 15 or 20, but I believe it was 15. It's In and Out of Love, Price of Love, were I think the two that I remember the most. Tokyo Road, that kind of stuff. Classic early Bon Jovi. Got the original guys on there and their big hair, looking like a hair band, sounding like a kind of hard rock band. Got the printed inner sleeves with photos from the time period. I'll get the lyrics on this side. I believe it's black vinyl with the Mercury label. Leave it at that. Pretty good album. Not their best, but of the Bon Jovi albums, the first four are the ones that really matter, and then after that, I don't think they matter at all. To be honest with you, for the most part, not anything you really need to have. That being said, I saw this one at Walmart, and I think it was $19.99 or $22, something. It was pretty cheap, but I was like, I don't think it's gonna be good. So Bon Jovi Forever, 12 new songs featuring Legendary. So I got this, and I know that it's not all. I know it's not all the original members for sure. I think I know Richie Sambora's out. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 people on the back of this. Tico Torres is that? That might be this guy right here. I don't remember, or him. One of these. I think these 3 guys right here are original members. The ones that are stepped to the back are new people. I don't know. But anyway, Bon Jovi Forever. So they had it on VC vinyl, and I think I had a coupon or something, but I got it for 10. And for 10, I said, okay, I'll get it. So I get home, and I put it on, when I get it. I mean, not when I get home, but when it came to me. And sure enough, it's actually a good album. It's not, if you're expecting, Bon Jovi, Born to Be Wild kind of stuff, or Born to Be Wild, Born to Be My Baby, that era, like the Slippery When Wet and New Jersey stuff. No, it's not that, but it is a decent rock album. Not real heavy or anything like that. Kind of lame. I'll go there. But still, it was a decent album, and if you can get it cheap, I think it's worth getting. If you're gonna have to pay like a ridiculous amount of money for it, which I don't think you will. I think it was probably that $19.99 price was probably pretty standard. Go ahead and get it. The next one is one that was open. I'm pretty sure I got a refund for this. I know I did actually. I think this one cost me $15. It's beat the hell, guys. The cover. This came from VC Vinyl. I saw them have a few extras, but when they had this, it was open. It was already open, and I didn't realize that the cover was like completely trashed, guys. It's got ring wear. It's bent, and I don't know if you know Brand New. Brand New was like a kind of a pop punk, emo pop punk band, and this was, I guess, their last album, which I had never had before. And I wanted, just check them out. And it came with this, a sticker that says defective. That was in there. I don't know where this came from, but they didn't know this when they shipped it, I guess. So it said defective. Well, we see that the cover was trashed. Inner sleeve of this manatee. That is inner sheet, I guess. And some credits and such with the guy. The record, should have known something bad when that was split, right? So the record itself, not scratched or anything, but where's it at? There is a, look at that right there, a piece of it missing, a little chip in it. So this doesn't affect the play, but I have to, if I play it, I'm going to have to make sure that I put the needle down by hand, because if it catches right there, it's liable to rip the needle right off. I requested my money back. I know I got my money back on this one. But yeah, to have a sticker inside of it that says defective, I'm going to keep that, though. I'll keep it with it. Not that great. So this is the only one of their albums I have on vinyl, and it's pretty beat up. But the record itself, besides that little thing, is nice. All of the stuff needs to be clean. So if you can see dust and stuff on it, that's just because it's got static on it still, because I haven't touched it. This is one of those. I've showed this in another video. This is a grail sort of thing. Not a grail. I don't believe in calling things that. But this is Britney Fox's first album. It is a gold stamp promo. I bought this along with another album, which we may get to today, for a lot of money, a lot more money than I pay for records anyway. I will tell you in a minute. Lyrics on the original inner Columbia label. Plays flawlessly. The record is flawless. This one I paid about $100 for, because I paid $100 or $200 for two albums, but this one was the more expensive one. So but the way he just gave both of them to me for $200, I just say $100 a piece. Maybe this one was $110, the other one was on $90. I'm not going into all that. But anyway, you can see the gold stamp promo. He had these on. This is from Dead Broke Records, by the way. He doesn't really do metal stuff, but he's got some. But this one, couldn't find anybody selling a gold stamp promo anywhere. So he had it a higher price, and but he lowered it for me because we're friends, and I didn't ask him to lower it, but he did. But anyway, this was like Girl School, Long Way to Love, Kick and Fight, Save the Week, Fun in Texas, Rock Revolution, Don't Hide, Goodbye to Jane, In America, and Hold On. I absolutely love this record, this album. This is probably one of my favorites of the era of, the big hair kind of stuff. If you like Cinderella, the early stuff, you'll probably love this band. And most people, I think, that are Cinderella fans know who Britney Fox is, and vice versa. So this is one of my best. When it comes to, glam metal kind of stuff, awesome. Here's one I got from the Spin Me Around store. Spin Me Around Records. One that I've listened to once, and it was pretty good. It's Bruce Dickinson, Scream for Me, Sarajevo, music from the motion picture. So I guess there was a movie called that. I don't know. It says 14 songs by Bruce Dickinson. Chris Dale's inspiration for the film articles. 2 LP, double gatefold, 180 gram vinyl. My extraordinary moving film that nails the unique power of music to give people hope and joy, even in the midst of hideous circumstances. Dom Lawson, Metal Hammer, UK. So got this one for $12 from the place I said. I can't remember what I said. Spin Me Around Records. Spin Around store on Whatnot. This is one of their Warehouse Wednesday things, which I've missed the last few weeks because I haven't had money. But we'll get to that. So we got double album. We got a bunch of photos, track listing, credits and stuff. We've got inner sleeves, both printed. She's pretty beautiful right there, that girl, whoever she is. Her too, probably. But some dudes in the background doing the stuff, metal stuff. Now these are, I don't know if they're all his songs, if these are new songs, because I don't have enough of his solo stuff to know. And I don't know that any of these are Iron Maiden songs. But we got Change of Heart, Tears of the Dragon, Gods of War, Dark Side of Aquarius, Navigate the Seas of the Sun, Road to Hell, Ark of Space, Omega, River of No Return, Power of the Sun, Strange Death in Paradise, Inertia, Live, Acoustic Song, External. I thought this whole thing was live. Maybe not. Maybe it's just songs that I was assuming was live. I didn't really listen to it. I kind of had it on, but wasn't paying attention to it too much. So maybe it was only, maybe I only remember that one live song sticking out at the time, and I thought it was a live album. But $12. You know, Bruce Dickinson, you can't go wrong with him, can you? I don't think. The next two are ones that I got again from Spin Me Round. Excuse me. They same band. The one I wanted is one that I talked to Steve from Rock and Metal Invasion. He brought it up when we did one of our Kansas Connection shows. That he showed this album, and it was one that I had passed up before for whatever reason, and didn't get it. And it was Bush's what's it called? The Kingdom. And I passed it up one time, and it was $12, and I passed it up, and I was like, oh man, I should have got that after, I was thinking about it. And it says the 2020 album on vinyl for the first time, featuring flowers on a grave and bullet holes on translucent green vinyl. But anyway, I passed it up, and then I never saw them show it again. And then they did one of these Wednesday shows things, and sure enough, they had it. They had a couple of them, so I grabbed one for $12 on green vinyl. But this, and he said this album was good, and it was really good. The thing with Bush was they were this 90s alternative stuff, and they kind of got a little weird for me, like, I don't know, maybe after the third or fourth album, and I didn't like what they were doing, so I just kind of let them go and never really went back. And well, this album, get this booklet, by the way, with all these lyrics and stuff. Old Gavin Rossdale, for all you ladies out there who love Gavin Rossdale. I don't know if there's any more photos, so we're just going to skip through the lyric stuff. Oh, got a picture of the girl again doing a ballet move or something or other. That one's got some stuff going on. More photos. Another band photo. Gavin out front again. Of course, it's his band, I guess. I don't work there. And then that's it. But it was really good, and I was surprised. I was like, man, they got back to, their old form, sort of, kind of thing going on, and I was, I was impressed. So then, same day, he was still walking around in their little warehouse thing, showing different stuff, and sure enough, Bush, The Art of Survival comes up. Now this one I didn't know, and it says More Than Machines, featuring More Than Machines, Heavy as the Ocean, and Slow Me on white vinyl with 32-page book. So much like the last one, this was also $12. This one's better than that one, and I was like, whoa. I've been missing out on Bush. I should be checking them out. So now I'm gonna have to go back and find more Bush albums because I only have the first couple on vinyl. I saw them a long time ago at a festival, but they used to be a pretty huge band. You know, in the alternative stuff. So we got plain white sleeve, white vinyl with the red label with the stuff. Really good. Really good stuff. I don't know if I showed the back. The back is just plain. So we've got another booklet with oops, a girl or something dancing around to their stuff. We got the razor blade. I don't know if that references back to Razor Blade Suitcase. So this one's a little better because everyone's got a picture next to it. But I do like this idea of these booklets with the lyrics and stuff being really big and stuff. You know, big. Why not? I mean, you know, I don't know if that affected the price of the album. I'm sure it did, but I got it for $12. So I have no idea. These are some people. Kiss Me, I'm Dead. Being, well, that's just a girl on there. It looked like they were intertwined, but that's just 3 different shots of the girl. And we've got what looks like an upside down mountain. Girl dancing around. Nice. Oh, that's a nice picture, actually. Bassman. Got the drummer. We've got something going on there. I don't know what that is. And a giant eyeball. And then we get the back. So, I really enjoyed these albums. I've only listened to them maybe twice each. But they were good. You know, and well worth $12. But you know, if you can get them for 20, that'd be well worth it. You know, it's not. I don't want to say it's exactly like the same stuff they used to do, but it's really good. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. Next up, I got one that was put out by Dead Broke Records again. I don't remember the price on this. I think it was $22, maybe $20. It wasn't much more than that. If it wasn't more than $22. The Busy Weather. Look up. They are a punk rock band, pop punk sort of thing from North Carolina. This is really good. They're limited. I think there's only 100 of these made. I think that's what it said. But we got the polyline sleeve. The vinyl itself, kind of a ugly brown color. I would have rather it be something else. But side B's got this dog with the little crown on. It's pretty nice. But then the side A may be the coolest label I've ever seen on a record. He-Man. Yeah. So anyway, but it was really a good album. You know, punk rock. It's short. Polyline sleeve, by the way. We've got little ear notes. Now, I like I said, I believe there's only 100 copies of this on vinyl. They may do another color or something. You know, I would have preferred that it would have been like this red color or maybe even the blue picked up from there. You know, for the cover, but I don't know how they decide these things. I could probably ask Dead Broke Records to find out. But interesting, cool little title. Check them out if you can. They're probably on Bandcamp and all that other stuff. But I think Dead Broke might have the supply of the vinyl since he put that out. I thought, yeah, it was Dead Broke. Anxious and Angry is another label they got on there, but I don't know. Next one up, I got in a 3 for $5 from Euclid Records, Cave Curse. When I go to there, I usually try to look in their 3 for $5 stuff because there's always new records. I mean, it's open, but it was brand new. There's always new stuff that I want to just try. You know, whether don't know what it's going to be or anything, and I still don't know what this one's going to be. But I like this purple color. You know, some of the song titles kind of seem interesting to me, like Hex on You, Killing Time Without a Care, Future Dust, Black Box, Drones, We're All. That might be a Smashing Pumpkins cover. I don't know, but I know they have a song called Drones, or maybe Smashing Pumpkins might have even covered that. So we're gonna have to see on that one. Doesn't say. It says all songs written by Bobby Hussey, 2017, except Devotion, written by Sean Poray. So I don't know. Maybe that's the original song, but it's black vinyl. I haven't listened to this one yet. That's got a cool little label on that side, and then whatever that is. But I'm assuming it's some kind of indie rock, alternative rock. Don't know. I haven't listened to this one yet. But soon to be cleaned and listened to at least once or twice before I put it away, because a lot of this stuff needs to be put away. Next up, we got one that I believe was $15 I got it for, and it was weird because everybody was bidding on this one, and then it just popped up one day and nobody bid. So I got Collective Souls 7-Year Itch. It's the limited edition exclusive red and yellow swirl vinyl. There's a Target version on Craft Recordings. A lot of stuff going on with this. We've got greatest hits album from the multi-platinum artist, available for the first time on vinyl. Includes the hits Shine, The World I Know, Run, December, and Heavy. I wanted it, but it was a little too much when the people were bidding it up, and then I got it for the right price. I saw it at Walmart. Walmart, and I don't remember what the price was, but I remember saying, "Man, I wish that was a couple dollars cheaper." And then I ended up getting it for like at least $10 cheaper. It was probably like $25. Anyway, we got a printed outer sleeve, lyrics and stuff. We've got this nice yellow with red splattery vinyl, whatever it said. What did it say? Swirl. Red and yellow swirl vinyl. But this has got all the hits. This is one of my my favorite '90s bands, I guess. I don't have everything, but I've got a lot. They got Heavy, She Said, Shine, Energy, Counting, Run, Gel, Perfect Day, Precious Declaration, Why Part 2, The World I Know, Next Homecoming, Listen, December, Forgiveness, and that's it. So it's got a couple of the songs on the ones I don't have on vinyl on it, because I don't have their first album on vinyl, and I have maybe 3 or 4, I think now. I know one of them is the Record Store Day Live album that came with the silver dollars in it. I don't know what that was about, but I still have it with dollars in it. Then next up, we've got Counting Crows. I don't remember what I paid for this one. It was probably 20, somewhere between 20 and 25, I would think. Somewhere under Wonderland. This is one of their later ones. It's got damage on there, the corners and stuff. I don't know if you can see it very well. This one I may have gotten a refund or partial refund for. I don't remember, because I remember I thought it was mint condition, and I don't like to say mint condition because I don't believe that exists, but we got a bent ass corner. Then we've got lyrics. Counting Crows is Counting Crows. You either love them or you hate them. And I tend to be on the love side for most parts. Black vinyl, polyline sleeve. I believe this one was, I believe it was 20. The next one of my favorite bands that I've only got a couple things on vinyl at this point. One of my favorite alternative rock bands from the 90s. Do have a lot of stuff by them on CD. But we've got Cranberry, Stars, the best of 1982 to 2002. This one definitely got for 20. think I've got 2 or 3 things now on vinyl by them. This one covers a lot of ground and probably has most of the songs that are well, I definitely know it has all the hit songs. Did I show that? I don't know. But we've got Predator sleeves with photos. Oop, that one's upside down. Sorry, guys. Can't put Dolores upside down, right? Sadly, she has left us because I think she had a great voice, I think. You know, I know she used to... people used to make fun of them a little bit because she did that yodeling thing, but who else could yodel like that? And she was beautiful. I don't remember what her cause of death was, so we're not going to get into all that. But this one has Dreams, Linger, Zombie, Ode to My Family, I Can't Be With You, Ridiculous Thoughts, Salvation, Free to Decide, When You're Gone, Hollywood, Promises, Animal Instinct, Just My Imagination, You and Me, Annalise, Time Is Ticking Out, This Is the Day, Daffodil Lament, New York, and Stars. Surprised this doesn't have I Just Shot John Lennon on it, because that was that's like their hit that wasn't a single, I think, kind of thing, you know. Or maybe it was a single, I don't know, but it wasn't on the radio as far as I know. But they played it on like Saturday Night Live or something, and probably other places. Maybe it was a single, I don't know. But very good band. Kind of miss hearing stuff from them. Trying to work on their collection. There's another one that keeps popping up with VC vinyl, but I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had money lately to do anything, so I just gotta let things go. Next up is another one that has Corner Damage, but one that I had nothing on vinyl by this band, and this is one of those bands that I did not like when I was a young kid for whatever reason. But The Cure, Disintegration, man, the cover is beat up on the corner right there. It actually looks like it's smashed in. There's corner damage there. I think I might have got my money back for this too. This one was maybe 20, 25 or 30, I think, maybe. But I know I complained about this one because of the damage to it. It's got a lot of excess cover damage that was not spoken of on the sale, so I complained on that one. But this is my first one. Anyway, I didn't like them when I was young, you know, and then I moved, and we moved to a place called Slidell, Louisiana, which is about 40 miles, 35 miles from where I am right now. And it seemed like kids there listened to different kind of music, and a lot of kids there were into The Cure. And I really still wasn't into them, but I kind of picked up something. Maybe it was Galore or something, one of the hits or something. I don't know. And I kind of went with that, like, okay, their hits are all I really need. And it's still pretty much that. I do have several of their albums. This is the first thing I got on vinyl. But this one has what Pictures of You, which is a great song. Love Song is on it. That's also a great song. And Fascination Street. Those are the 3 big songs off of this, I think. And you know, I get it now. You know, I guess I was young and didn't get what they were doing. But I get it now, and I like it. And if I see more, I definitely would pick up, you know, more of their albums. I just haven't got anything on vinyl yet. Next one is going to be something that is a little different. Next up, we have a record that doesn't have a record in it. I won this. Dead Broke Records did on his Halloween show. He was selling records. They were horror movie soundtracks, and all of them had a kind of bent corner kind of thing. And so whoever he bought these from, the distributor or whatever, they sent him new covers for his sales, and he had extra new covers, and this one just happened to have a dent in it, I guess. But I wanted to show this because These are some seriously cool album covers. I mean, for horror movies. It's called Curtains, The Ultimate Nightmare. I don't know this movie, excuse me. Behind every curtain, someone is watching. Something is watching. Curtains, The Ultimate Nightmare. Original motion picture soundtrack by Paul Zaza. But we've got this kind of crazy doll, some blood splatter stuff. And then on the inside, you've got this, horror movie horrorness going on, whatever. But every one of these that were put out that he had about, I guess he had 8 or 10 of them. They all had awesome artwork on them. And this is Waxwork Records. Hard to say. But I don't know if the inner sleeves had printed stuff on them, like for the records. I think they did. But they were loaded with good art. But he, it was one of the things he was doing a giveaway. And I won that too. So I got this one for nothing. I'm going to keep it in a sleeve, of course, but there's no record. So maybe one day I'll find the records to go with it, and we'll go from there. Next up, we've got another one I got from Spin Me Around store for $12. And that is Dee Snider's from Twisted Sister, Leave a Scar. Pretty good. Hard rock and heavy metal kind of stuff. He's got Charlie Belmore, Nick Petrino. Nick Petrino played on something. I don't know what. I just know that name from somewhere. Nick Belmore and Russell Pizzuto playing in the band with him. Pretty cool. It was a decent album. I mean, again, much like all the rest of this, I might have listened to it once or twice. Had red vinyl with the custom labels. Same thing on both sides. Polylined. Got this one for $12. Kind of hard to believe I got some of these for $12, but I did. Really cool album though, and so this guy has been doing it for forever. Like he's got his little radio show that he does and everything, and he's just kept that heavy metal grind going on, for 40 years or so, whatever. He's still pushing that 80s style, but that's not really 80s style, but he's been there and been doing it. Next up, a record that I said I would never ever buy unless it was $12, because I had seen it one time. Well, no, I originally bought the album on CD, pretty much hated it. And this used to be my favorite band when I had a favorite band. But I saw it at Walmart or somewhere for $12 and I didn't buy it. And then I told myself, I will never buy that album unless I can get it for $12 or less. And sure enough, I found it for $12 on Spin Me Around store, on whatnot. So Def Leppard, Diamond Star Halos. It says Def Leppard, Diamond Star Halos, the brand new studio album, their first in 7 years, featuring kick, this guitar, fired up, and limited edition clear vinyl. So, as I've said before, it's made in the Netherlands. I didn't realize it had that sticker right there. So, as I've said before, I hated this album. I just think it's not good, really. That's what I was telling myself and anybody who listens. I lost my my thing to open this. Shoot. So we can peel it back. There we go. So, I think the artwork is pretty cool on the inside and the outside. I'll give it that. But it's just one of those things where they were a rock band. They were a heavy band. Not heavy, but, pop metal, I guess, sort of. Now, I wouldn't say glam, but definitely in that, thing. So we've got printed labels, inner sleeves with lyrics on the back, but they just got so soft and so, I don't know, it bothered me, whatever they became. And so when I got this on CD, I got it like the first day it came out, and I really, really didn't like it. I had heard that Kick song on the radio, and same. I think it's the same label. I just didn't like it, and then when I got this on vinyl, put it on, and side one kind of changed my mind a little bit, because side one is not too bad. Take what you want, kick, fire it up, and this guitar. I actually was like, you know what, those songs are not too bad. But then I listened to the rest of it, and I was still where I was on it. So I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me, over time. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Ever since Steve Clark passed away, they lost something. They lost something bad. And the funny thing is, like, they still have most of the original members, or early members anyway. But I don't think Vivian Campbell brings anything to this band. He was in Whitesnake, and I think was he maybe in Journey? I don't know. He was in a couple of different things before, and when they got him in the band, I thought, oh, well, he's going to do good, And ever since he's been there, they've just been so soft and just, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get them anymore. So anyway, Def Leppard's Diamond Star Halos, which I've created this air bubble inside of it, sort of. I'll have to deal with that after. I don't know. The last one in this bin, thankfully, and we were at an hour already. Jeez. Don Dokken Solitary Limited Edition Blue Vinyl. I got this one for $12 from them as well. This is something that was put out as a CD that was a fan club thing only, I think. And then he released it like years later on vinyl. And it's all like acoustic stuff. Not what I didn't know any of this before I got it. I just saw it and I was like, you know what, that might be good. Because I was looking for some like glam metal kind of era stuff, even if it's newer, those bands and stuff. And Don Dokken was, of course, Dokken. So, and I wasn't a huge fan of Dokken, but this is pretty good. But it's all like acoustic stuff. Interesting. It's interesting. Worth $12 for sure. But one of those things. So next up, we're gonna do a few more because I'm trying to limit how many videos I make here. But this one, I won't go over an hour and 30 minutes on this. I promise you guys that. This is one I found in Goodwill for $1.99, doll by doll, and the record itself is in great shape. It's a gold label promo. The record itself was in great shape. The cover is in pretty good shape too. That's why I grabbed it. But look at the color of that paper. I mean, that paper is dead. But the record itself was like clean. I listened to it. It's sort of like a, I wouldn't say new wave, but along those lines of early alternative rock kind of stuff. Decent. $1.99, yeah. Okay. This one I got for $5. They kept saying it was like, what's that group? A popular alternative group the last few years. I don't know. It's got a girl singer though, but this is called "Eat Your Heart Out," and I don't think it has an album name. Yes it does. "Eat Your Heart Out," "Can't Stay Forever." It's okay. It's not. It's alternative rock, kind of heavy. Got the cute girl. These three guys. It sounds, man. What is that group? I can't think of what they're called. But they said they do sound like that typical stuff. Got this neon pink vinyl. I don't know. Nothing special about this really. It's decent. That's all I can say. And next up, we did get to the one that I was going to talk about that cost me a lot of money. Is coming up next. Let me get this back in the sleeve here. You probably hear my dog coughing in these videos. She's been doing it a lot lately again. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. Every Mother's Nightmare. This is the self-titled album. This is one that I paid basically $100 for. This is one. It's also a gold label promo. Dead Broke Records sold me this. It's got a little bit of corner dings and stuff. Not much, but this is one that I always wanted. Didn't know they did very many albums, but apparently they've got like 8 or 10 albums. But I didn't, I never could find this. I never saw it on CD, never saw it on cassette, never saw it on vinyl until, years later when I decided to look for it. And then I saw it was like expensive on vinyl, and I don't know if I even questioned what the CD was. But this one had Love Can Make You Blind was there. There's a video for it. It was like a pretty big hit. I think everybody knows that song that was into that kind of heavy metal stuff, especially when the ballads were all over the place. I think everybody knows that song, but probably doesn't know who sang it. And so, anyway, I listened to it, and this is a pretty badass album. It's for that. If you're into that kind of music, if you can find this, I've seen it on Discogs. Not Discogs, on eBay for about $90. So that's why I assumed this one was about. He had it for like I think 110 originally, because it's the gold stamp promo, and you can't really find any listings for that anywhere on eBay or anything. So very, very good album, though. I was surprised how good it was and how I didn't know anything about it. Next up, we've got one that is a Dead Broke release, brand new. I want to get his other one, and it's called Ezra Cohen. Ezra Cohen and the Big City Band, Worse for the Wear. This is like it's not punk rock. It's like indie alternative rock kind of stuff. Really good. Got black vinyl on paper sleeve and black vinyl kind of stuff. Oh, the label is different on this side. It's got a little that sky looking background, and on this side it's got the lighter version of the sky background. So really cool. Check them out. I strongly suggest anybody that's into like indie rock and punk rock to check out Dead Broke Records on Whatnot. He's also got a website. I don't know if he's on Bandcamp, but he probably is. But check out his stuff, man. There's so many bands on there that you never heard of before, but man, you should have. Because not saying that they need to be super popular, but they got some super good bands on there on his label. And some of them are everything they put out might be on his label. Some of them just 1 or 2 records or whatever. Yeah, really good stuff. Next up, I got from Wine and Vinyl, on Whatnot. This says $20 on it, but it's not. Father Guido Sarducci live at St. Douglas Convent. This is a comedian from like the 70s and 80s. This is pretty funny stuff. It was still, no, it's not still sealed. I'm sorry. It said $20, but I got it for $1. Yeah, it's old school inner sleeves. Black vinyl. Vinyl's perfect. I listened to it a couple times. It's pretty funny. It's one of those things that probably listen to every 10 years or something, whatever, but still pretty funny. Kind of, the humor's old, but, it's still good. Here's one that I haven't pulled out. I forgot I even had. I don't remember what I paid for this one, to be honest. Probably 15 or 20. Maybe a little more, because people probably bid this one up. I don't remember at all on this one. I can't get it out of the sleeve. I forgot I had it. Can't get it out. Can't get it out. Can't get it out. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. Look at that. That's like a... It's like a vice grip in there. There we go. So, if I didn't bend it all up... Filter! Alternative rock from the 90s. Kind of heavy stuff. Title of Record is what this one was called. It's first time on vinyl, 20th anniversary edition of the platinum selling album. Features the singles The Best Things, Welcome to the Fold, and the breakthrough hit Take a Picture. That was the 90s ballad kind of thing. Double LP with 4 bonus tracks, including the Crystal Method collaboration, Can't You Trip Like I Do. That's weird. I didn't realize they would do something like that. I really don't know what happened to my my pick that I was cutting these with to open them. Here it is right here. But we got Filter. All the track listing is on the front. Sorry about the glare, guys. One day we'll fix that. Vinyl mastering by George Horn and Anne Marie Summerin at Fantasy Studio. So we've got a matte finish cover, no gloss, inners with looks like lyrics and stuff. Got the band. I saw Filter live once. They were pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say they were like a favorite, but I would buy probably all their albums if needed. I got several of them on CD, including this one. He must be the guy, because he's the only one that's got his picture on a sleeve. Richard Patrick, yeah, that's the name I know. Ooh, goodness, almost lost Richard Patrick. On black vinyl. Red. Black vinyl and red. Okay, so, yeah, very good band. Just not one that I go back to a lot, but I forgot I even had this. Like I said, I forgot I had this one, so shows you how much I was paying attention. But now I remember forever because I've put it on the YouTubes. Okay, what do we have? We have 107, so we're gonna go a few more and then we're gonna cut this video. Go-Go's, Beauty and the Beat. Gotta love the Go-Go's. Gotta love Belinda Carlisle mostly. But look at them. They're all in the little tub with their bubbles and stuff. She's reading a Harlot book or magazine. She's on the phone. Belinda's smelling a rose. This one is... I don't know what she's doing. Looks like she's got some kind of headphones on or something. And then this girl's pouring herself some wine or some champagne, I should say. And she's got multiple glasses. So we've got the printed inner sleeve. I got black vinyl on mine. They do have a different version out there on VC vinyl with I think pink vinyl, but this is good enough for me. I've got several Go-Go's albums. I don't know if I need any more, like as far as to complete it. I don't know if there's. I think I might have them all, maybe not. But this has got. We got the Beat. Our Lips Are Sealed. This Town, which has been covered by some heavy bands. And I think that's the biggest 3 hits. I think that's it. You can't walk in your sleep if you can't sleep. I don't know if that's a... Well, I said that one. Put that over here. Then up, we got another one I got in the 3 for 5s. No, I did. No, wait a minute. Yes, 3 for 5. Because originally they had it marked down 11.9. It's kind of a country album, but I like the cover a lot, and so I picked it up as one of those things that I've said before. When it's a 3 for 5, sometimes you got 1 or 2 out of the 3, and you need to pick another one. So this is one I picked. My dog is really going off all over there. And she's just sitting there looking at me, coughing. Black vinyl, paper sleeve. It was decent. I listened to it, and country-ish kind of stuff, but I really like the cover, and for $1 or something, whatever 3 for $5 equals, not bad. Next up is one that I got for $12 as well from Spin Me Around store. Couldn't believe I got this for $12, but I did. It was sealed, but it ain't sealed no more. Gwar, Scumdogs, Triple X Live. I don't know what Triple X is. I don't know if that's a radio station or a venue or something. But basically, it's the Scumdogs of the Universe album, not in order, played live. And there's, talking and stuff. Now, this is the new singer, which I don't know what his name is. I don't know what they call him. It's not Odorous Urungus, because he's dead. But that guy with the weird antlers coming out of his thing. Gretchen. And we've got the typical Gwar show right there, going on with the madness of the costumes and their silliness. But Scumdogs of the Universe is one of my favorite albums. It's so ridiculous and so funny and just cool. But the thing about that is I have that on vinyl as well. This is blue vinyl. Smoky translucent blue vinyl for $12. The songs that are on my LP version of Scumdogs of the Universe are completely out of order from what I have on the CD, and I don't know if the CD got changed at that point, because it probably was originally on vinyl. I don't know, but I can't listen to it, my records of this, because it doesn't work for me in my head. Because in my head, I hear it a certain way. It's really weird. Because I guess it's one of those albums that I listen to like 1,000 times, and so I'm expecting the next thing to be the next thing, and it's not when I listen to the record. So I don't really listen to it that much. But anyway, this one, it's definitely not in the same order. But I don't know if it's in the same order of the other record I got. I got to pull it out and compare. But it's definitely not in the order of the CD. But it's got the Solomonizer, The Years Without Lights, Executioner, Black and Huge, Vlad the Impaler, Death Pod, Love Surgery, Horror of Yig, King Queen, Sick of You, which is the best one of the best ones. Techno Song, You Ain't Shit, Maggots. Maggots I find myself singing all the time. I don't know why. Maggots. Cool Place to Park, and Slaughter-Rama, which is their best song ever. Gotta be 100% theirs. The next album we'll go through. We're gonna go a few more minutes, guys. Just a few more minutes. I'm gonna worry about putting that in the sleeve right now. The next one I got is, I don't know who I got it from, and I don't know what I paid for it. I know it was not expensive at all. I think it was under $10, maybe. I haven't opened it yet. It's called The Haunted Roadkill, and I've heard of The Haunted. But I don't know what I've heard. So it says live at Melkweg Amsterdam 2009 for sides A, B, and C, and then side D says studio bonus tracks. I'm pretty sure they're a metal band, but I don't know where I got. But I got this real cheap. I know it was no more than $10, but I think it was less than $10. I think it was like $7 or $8. Get it open. Can't get it open. But it was some new seller, or a seller that I had never seen before or whatnot, and I got a couple things from him, and they were all pretty cheap. So got it's not lyrics, it's like stuff, telling the story of the haunted, I guess. It has a track listing and stuff right there on the inside. We got 2 LPs, paper sleeves, not polylined. I think the images on the CDs are the same. I mean the records, yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's a heavy metal band. Don't know anything much about them. I just know I've heard the name, and I feel like I've heard some songs, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Next up, let's just do these last 2, and then we'll call it. This one I got for 99 cents. When these girls were beautiful back in the day. I think they're probably still beautiful. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time. But definitely Ann and Nancy Wilson of Heart. I don't know what the name of this album is by looking at it, but we got the back cover. Got this for 99 cents. I just noticed that that's the back of their heads right there, their hair. They had that curly hair back in the day, and I think a lot of women love that. But Heart's a really good band. This is something Lestrange. BB Lestrange. The record is dirty, but it is perfectly flawless as far as scratches goes. No scratches. Found this in the dollar bin at Euclid Records, 99-cent bin. BB Lestrange, Down on Me. I think Down on Me was a hit. Silver Wheels, Break, Rockin' Heaven Down, Even It Up, Strange Night, Pilot, Raised on You, Sweet Darling, and then got a band photo right there, and we've got somebody named Gina wrote in it. Gina Mendez. You weren't in the band, were you, Gina? No, because there's 3 guys in the band, and I know the 2 girls. So this may or I haven't listened to it yet. There may or may not be awesome, but I like Heart. You know, they were big when I was a kid for sure. And I have several of their albums on vinyl now. I never really bought a lot of Heart stuff. It just seemed like they were always on the radio, I guess. And so I kind of put them to the side for one of those bands, you know. But I do like them, and hopefully we'll get some more. And the last one we'll do tonight, one of the bands that 90s heavy bands. I paid $26 for this. Could have got it for $20 probably if I'd have waited, but I jumped on it when I first saw it. Helmet. Meantime is the name of the album. Heavy alternative. No inner sleeve. But there is a printed thing. I didn't realize this was in here. We got just a sheet with that. This was on the back cover of the CD, I think. I think it was in red on the back. But I almost got to see this band once, and I couldn't I had no ride to go see them. But it's got the lyrics real tiny, of course, you know. But their big hit was Unsung. And then they had In the Meantime, Ironhead. Probably were big. Maybe got on alternative radio. Maybe we've got Black Vinyl. I just got the next album after this for Record Store Day. Betty. Helmet was a really good band. Heavy kind of stuff. But it was funny because I remember one time I read an article, and basically the guy was trying to, I guess, trash them by saying this, but at the same time, he was making it like, yeah, they're still awesome. So I don't really know what his purpose of it was, but he said Helmet wrote one song, like has written like one song like 30 times. It just happened to be a good song. So, and it's just, there is some truth to that. A lot of their songs sound similar, but they're good. I mean, I would get as much as I can by them. I've got 2 on LP. I probably got like 6 on CD. Some early stuff, some of the later stuff. I might not have. And I know they recently put out something, I think, maybe a couple years ago. I don't have that. But anyway, that's it for this episode. We didn't get as far as I wanted to, but we spent way more time than I wanted to. So that's it for this episode. Talk to you guys later. Bye!